To another episode of the Unsaid. When am I getting a six-pack from all of this? Yeah.
Tebogo, Kotsi.
This is my bestie.
And that's my bestie there.
Please hit that subscribe button. We are crazy. We are live. It's June. It's Youth Month in South Africa. And we are hoping to not traumatize a minor.
Yeah, no. It's June month. We are tired of these things of Kajuni always, Boyusi and Dala, they're always talking.
Yo.
So today we decided we're going to get somebody young who's going to actually...
Our minister is 72.
And then there was a moment of silence.
As it should.
Yeah, because how do you have a minister for youth who's 72, who doesn't even know youth issues?
You understand that the youth is this person's great-grandchildren.
Okay. That one of the ministers where the grandson had to make a speech and he got on stage and he's like, yo, I'm taking service here. Something that old people don't pay attention to is that the younger generation, they have a voice. And all we do is we keep on...
Yep, oppressing it, yep.
But anyway, before we get into that topic, my friend, I've got something interesting to tell you. Do you know that Premier Hotel has over 23 hotels?
Hectic. Countrywide.
Resorts.
Wow, that's
They've
dope.
got Cape Town, Western Cape, Malang, London, Free State, Gauteng.
They're all over the place.
Yeah, and the nicest thing, they've got a loyalty membership card.
Nice.
That I just subscribe for. You need to subscribe.
I need to subscribe, yeah.
And you get points. You can either use those points for accommodation or for food, whenever you host people.
Nice.
And the nicest thing is that we'll be exploring all these hotel groups. So, yeah, to tell hotel.
Yeah.
And it's quite the nicest thing about it is that they've got these executive suites. I was checking out the pictures to Cape Town. Can't wait to go to Cape Town. Dog. I can't wait. I don't want to lie. For a change, we need to acknowledge. And I know soon we'll be recording a show on hospitality about. The chef is going to prepare a couple of things.
I'm getting hungry just thinking about it.
So, yeah, I'm looking forward to that. But anyway, today we'll be discussing something very interesting, which is Youth Month. And we all know, Youth Month, we're always talking about what happened in June 16, when all those schools came together and you just went, 10,000 students.
Like, I was shook. I just saw now. It was like 10,000 Soweto high school. Like, what the?
It was 10,000 Soweto students who... They were, watch our language.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yeah. Lina really slipped. So they were tired of being taught in Afrikaans, from what I understand. And they decided to take up to the streets. And what the apartheid government did was blocking them to actually reach in town. So they were blocked at a certain point, and then they decided to shoot them. We all know the story.
Yes.
Now, this thing came yesterday. I was making Tsepi's bed, preparing for them to sleep like a father. And then she decided to dance.
Yeah?
And she was saying, freedom is coming. And I'm like, what's happening? She's like, no, get you 16 next week. I'm like, Right. That's when I said, you know what,
I'm flying out of a plane.
Yeah, you flying out of a plane on June 16th.
Yes.
For freedom. So that you show people that you're free.
I
did it a second time. I jumped out of Moses Mabida.
I still need to go do that as well.
Okay. Cross.
I'm going for a second time.
So, ladies and gentlemen, today's episode is quite interesting because I have my daughter that I'm always telling you guys about, which is Tsepiso, and she's always, she's the worst side of me.
Jo. We just started. That's what the shots fired. We literally just started.
No. The nicest thing is that I know she's a sweet person. But she has my side. She knows how to switch.
Oh, okay.
But 10 times.
That's good.
You know, and I love her for that. And you guys get on like a house on fire.
That's good.
Too.
Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, today's show is going to be quite interesting because Tsepi's in the house.
Yes.
We've always said we wanted to do this thing, and you've been trying to ditch me for years. Now, finally, we're here, and Lala is here.
Okay, sorry.
So, ladies and gentlemen, like we were saying, no shame, I do have an open relationship with my kids. We do discuss, even Lala knows, in the house, we do talk about practically everything. So Tsepi tends to tell me all these stories that she's experiencing. I tell her all my stories. Yes, she's still my child. She knows the rules. She's still grounded when she does certain things, but hardly those things. But yeah, welcome to the Unsaid. Don't forget, I'm still your father.
Hey! I'm scared for you.
Do you have a boyfriend?
No.
Oh.
What if she did have one? What would you do?
Yeah, that's the question.
You know what I do.
No, I want to know.
No, I'm quite frank with her. I would actually say, I need to know this guy.
Probably need his ID number and home address.
Yes.
And, okay.
Because, it's quite different. When it comes to her, I can't, no. But she knows.
If you were finding yourself in a conundrum, would you tell your daddy if you had a boyfriend?
Yes, because I'm not a sneaky person, and not like if we're dating, I want to go out with you. I want us to do.
You want to be free.
Yeah.
Okay.
So obviously, I don't want it to be the thing of okay, my parents don't know about you, and then Becky okay, I'm going to the mall with my friends. What if Washa? Then what?
Is this something your peers are doing?
No, not all of them, because my parents are young, so they
You
don't
can
really
relate to them better.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Is your peers doing it?
No. They usually are very sneaky about, what's going on in their lives.
That's what I'm saying. They are doing it. They are sneaky.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, they are.
Why are they sneaky?
Because their parents are too strict.
You must remember, the mic, you must sing with the mic.
Oh, wow.
Like, I feel like if your parents are strict, you're obviously limited to a lot of things, and you see your other friends able to go out, able to, explore and everything. So if we're not yet, obviously we'll go find a way to
sneak out and be sneaky.
Exactly, which also comes with like peer pressure and wanting to fit in and all of that. Like because they're your friends, or they pressurize you into doing them, So obviously if your parents are strict and they don't give you the freedom to be a child and to enjoy your youth, you're definitely gonna be sneaky.
Okay.
Can I ask something? With friends and peers that basically go through this in school, do you think it contributes to, for example, let's say teenage pregnancy, or one classmate maybe being a bully or acting out? Do you get what I mean? Some of the things that you guys go through as the youth right now, you guys act them out in high school, and you get them from home, right? Do you have incidences like that with your peers? Have you experienced something like that where they act out either through bullying or either through teenage pregnancy or anything, basically? Have you come across that? I know my question is tricky. Sorry.
I mean, with teenage pregnancy, I feel like a lot of teenagers just want to grow up too quickly, man.
Why is that?
I don't know how to put it.
Is it because they're exposed to certain things?
Yes, definitely. I would say with our generation, we are more exposed to things that, for example, you guys were not exposed to around our
age. Yes.
Yeah. We are more exposed to
a lot of things.
Yeah.
Your access to information Okay.
Internet.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah. And just,
Internet is actually a gateway for them to.
yeah, access to
I mean, like
information.
you get a 10-year-old. Something that we once spoke about in Alwet, whereby these movies that are actually
They are showing. Yes. Yes.
but and you find 10-year-olds being exposed, like you find those kind of
Remember there was this movie that enraged me that they put on Netflix.
Yeah.
Where these young girls were literally stripping. Like they were having a strip show. Like
And they were
audition.
young.
And they were children, like 12-year-olds. Like I'm like, yo, guys, our lives are moving.
Tepi, here's a simple question now. Typical question that everybody gets to ask. What does Freedom Day means to you?
As a youth in South Africa.
In South Africa right now.
Like, I don't know, I've never really thought of it. Like, I don't think I pay that much attention to it. But I guess it's like us as teenagers being able to like express ourselves without having to be limited. You get what I'm saying? Like, for example, some people have strict parents. I feel like as the years are going by, it's not just about apartheid, you know, and all of that, man. Like, it's developing into something more, like something bigger, if that makes sense. Yeah. Like, I feel like.
Do you think your peer group, do you think they are free enough? Or are they oppressed?
They are definitely free. They don't care. Like, even if they are not free, Mara, like, but we'll find a way we get up. Like, they don't care what anyone says.
Especially when it comes to school, we're always talking about what happens, especially at school, at your school, same school that me and Laila went to. Which some of the stories that you're telling us kind of like traumatizes us because we didn't go through that. Rona, we used to have a time, we were sneaky. There were people that
we had our own traumatizing stories at that time.
Yeah, we had people smoking stuff down there. We had people
banking
classes. But you guys are a bit extreme.
Y'all are taking it to a whole other level.
I feel like it's getting worse as the years go by. Like,
what's making it worse?
First of all, okay, no offense, Mari.
Don't expose people, but yeah.
No, it's definitely our principal. Like, I feel like, our principal, she's not, like, man. Like, when people, even when children are smoking at school, and she comes, they don't care. Some of them don't even know that she's our principal. So obviously, she's not.
Yo.
Like, how don't you know her principal?
Mr. Taylor. Sure. Nashaya khona tjena ulikheka umatha udisappeara Mr. Taylor la tla itsheka
You think she's soft?
Clearly, she is. Like, she lets so many things slide. Like, I don't know how many people have gotten caught smoking weed or whatever, and then obviously they get suspension letters, and the suspension is what, like 2 days, like kapo motatoli suspension letters, and like a lot of them, and yet they still go to that school.
What's the point?
You get it? Like, what's the point?
The third one is supposed to be an expulsion.
Exactly my point. Like, they let so many things slide.
I wonder how other schools handle such situations. I'm actually thinking about it.
We need to have a round table.
We need
with
to have a
different
discussion
schools.
about that.
Yeah.
For example, the Kuro after your third warning,
it's over. No, with those schools, it's third warning, third strike, and it's over. Like, literally.
There's also that debate now where it's a government school. Also, don't forget that. But Kuro is a private school.
Yes.
But then I don't think that should.
Do you think schools like UNIC and St. Andrews are doing that? Those are also public schools. They probably third strike and you're gone.
I don't think them being a public/government school should be the reason for them allowing such things to happen. Because obviously, like, as batho ba kenang sekolo seo ne, e se ka re jwalo kaofela man. And some of us don't feel comfortable in that environment because like daddy everywhere more young. But obviously it's gonna affect you like
But don't you think you guys have got too much freedom here? Maybe she's because she's lenient because she's giving you guys
freedom.
it's not freedom. No, it's not freedom. But I also feel like our previous principal is what contributed so much to this. Because he would allow children to go to school with their hair dyed. His chat was, just come to school. No,
it has a lot.
Yo guys, it's traumatized.
And that it shouldn't be like that. I get a uniform. So why can't everyone uniform?
To the uniform.
Exactly.
The rules are getting very watery. Run.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Too much freedom, people get to do what they want.
Basically.
I feel like there's nothing wrong with freedom, Mari. Only to a certain extent. Like, you get what I'm saying? As much as Okamofa freedom, but they should know
their boundaries and respect.
Yeah, exactly my point. Because and what do you mean I was a principal?
Like that's wild.
Like drunk. Really don't care.
That is so wild.
And at first, I get they have this specific spot where they smoke at school. Because
it's the same spot, Laila.
Exactly.
It hasn't changed.
So at first, when like I hear they usually smoke during break time, like they all meet up there, like you can literally see the smoke, like habanata. So at first, whenever a teacher or a marshal or the principal or whoever would come, they would run.
Yeah.
Like habada. This other time,
guys,
these two boys got caught in the bathroom. They were smoking. So then this teacher
smoking in the bathroom.
Yo, baitang. Okay. So they got caught in the bathroom, and then this teacher abata. So onaga obi sa office. Yo, haban sa bata mo mong card or charge. Like amata, like literally. Like
hey guys,
like
I'm not laughing, guys. This is not a laughing matter.
Okay, this is quite serious because like I'm concerned at the fact that here we are. Okay, the generation before Nalwena, they decided to go and fight for freedom, and they put in so much energy. Some people died during this time. Now that we have this open freedom,
sure, they're taking advantage.
The young ones are actually taking advantage. But it comes back to us, our generation, which is the middle one now. How do we fix this?
The only way you can fix is the schooling system. Our schooling system doesn't cater to these people, that's why.
Exactly.
The end. Point. No, like literally. You know the example I always make. Yeah, Prince EA. The first car, when it was made, when you compare it to 100 years ago to now, it looks different. Yeah. The first telephone, when it was produced, the first telephone 100 years ago to the cell phone right now, it's two different things. But the classroom,
still the same.
The classroom from 100 years ago to the classroom right now looks the same.
Exactly.
There is no evolution of the human mind, and that is completely unfair, and we are tired. Our kids are tired, and they can see this. We need different schooling system. We need a different approach of how to teach the kids. We need to challenge them. We need to develop them. We need to give them things that actually give them focus and attention and drive and ambition. Right now, they are bored. That is why they do these things. It is so easy for them to do these things because they are bored out of their minds.
And how's the bullying? Don't you think? I heard stories, Sahore. Some of the kids in your school tends to bully the teachers.
And finally, I
okay. Hey, I genuinely believe change, honestly. Like, unless if I don't know,
but you hardcore principals,
like I know.
But are you guys happy? Are you guys happy with
no?
as students. So you're just going to school nje.
Because I feel like another thing that
Oh, guys, why did I
contributes.
open up?
Can of worms.
I feel like another thing that contributes to, I don't know if I should speak for all of us or me.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another thing that contributes to me not being happy at my school is the fact that we don't have events. You get what I'm saying?
Well,
like how and you can't
There's no
expect
extracurricular activities. There's no challenges. There's no. You see what I mean?
We used to have rookies balls. We used to have certain sports days.
It's
You name
stupid.
it, you get it.
That's why the system intentionally oppresses even the kids. Please tell me at least in elementary
yes of
Some schools don't. No, some schools don't.
For real.
No, for real.
like I feel like you can't expect us to enjoy school, look forward to going to school, and actually
When there's nothing
be
that
happy
actually
in that environment
inspires you to be excited
Exactly
about
my
it.
point.
Actually, Laila, come to think of it, let's go back, because I want us to tell her about our times when, look, we got to Nnyane just after apartheid.
Literally.
Literally.
We still had white people.
Yeah, we were transitioning from being black. Now when I got to Brep, now all I knew was good morning, sir, how are you? But I ended up dating a white girl. This is great. I know what is standard 2.
Grade 8.
Grade
Yeah,
4.
standard 2. Team grade 4.
Grade 4. This is grade 4. So here I was. I'm dating this girl, and we don't know what we were doing, but we liked each
But
other.
you were dating. They
She
don't
was
know they were
Afrikaans.
dating, but they were dating.
She was Afrikaans and Kimotswana. And I understand, hi, how are you? I'm fine. Lene, all she knows was, good morning, how are you? From there on, it was a guess. Now, we are both going for extra classes to English. But we like each other, like we gel. Like we gelled. Obo. And at that time, people were like, hey, what's going on? Then came the review. Now we're going on stage. She was scared. Lena being a typical Ketswaka, see, we have to do a concert. So I held her hand. As we got on stage, the whole went silent because I was holding her hand. Now I'm like, come here, Sohe. Then she stands next to me, and everybody was like, ha.
That happened to me at Wolves. That literally happened to me at Wolves, dude. You know how can I come Stabulous building when you sit in there? I think there's an aisle where there's 5 people. I think there's different rows. I think it takes the lecture hall.
Sure.
So we're sitting on this side. So it's 5 seats. I'm sitting in the middle. I have 2 white people this side and 2 white people this side. Get now, ma. Hey, it's a cockle one. People are walking in. Literally, everybody's like, where's Allah? People keep walking. Holy classes that I'm like, wait a minute, Laila, man. People keep looking at you strange. Oh, you're serious? Yeah, guys, we need to evolve as a people. This is ridiculous, guys. No, how is this racism going to continue now? Like, guys,
I'm gonna come to that issue because because the generation double tip, ne, they gel so well. Like collectively, like, you know. And I ask myself one question: Brepna right now, it's more black dominated, ne? And the teachers are white. And I'm trying to find, is there balance between you guys? Is there communication barrier in between Lona as students and teachers?
Like in what way?
In a way, look, some certain things we tend not to understand because of different race backgrounds and cultures. But lona ke nana le gore ai lona le daga culture. You tend to do as you please.
I don't know. I feel like the whole racism thing is getting better as the years go by. Not gonna lie, because I definitely have like white teachers that I'm like, okay, man, hell,
You
nice, man, and
no
you
issue.
can see that it's genuine. But then there's still those white people, like it's like wa mona o racist ne mare o batla ho e pata man o batla ho e like they are but they just trying not to be.
And how's the reaction from you guys as students, let's say, in that situation? Because we've seen videos trending, not just Kolosalona, from other
But
schools.
yeah,
But I think they handle it better than us.
I think so.
We didn't stand up for most of it. I mean, they stand up for
I
it.
was about to say now unqale fela yo
Man,
and especially if you know hore ha o me etsa nix you know.
And then you have firm ground, like, I get you.
Yeah.
I get you.
so basically what you're saying is that you guys are more vocal.
Yes.
We're not scared
Yeah.
to
We used to, all we knew was good morning, how are you? At least Laila had an opportunity because they had Mrs. Mamma Kubotlana. Now she went from Tlotlana, she's coming to Breb. There was that transition. And then you found other, like I remember I had a friend who was from Kwat. I forgot his name now. He was my classmate. Born, I know Naloes. Like he couldn't even speak one word. But he got accepted. Kina will transition. But the challenge was
For the
now.
multiracial schools.
Yeah. First time I create report to this is the funny story of my life. Create report, I created 23 for maths, I created 26 for English, and then now go home celebrating okay passage. First time. My dad is like, no dog. No. How would I? Yeah? I went for extra class, yo. But I started from there. Oh, I'm supposed to get 50. Okay. 50 it was. Then it. But there's another thing that bothers me. Like I was telling you the other day, and Laila, I was telling you the story. I don't know if I finished the story. So the other day I went to pick her up. So I park, and there's these girls. They're having a conversation. Hey Emma, the joke you told me pinya. Koskolo.
Oh, my
So I open up my window to say they must see, and I put that face.
I said that. Nix.
Why you go ahead, man?
She just told you.
Hi.
She literally just told you.
She did. It just that traumatized them too.
Sure, you just re-traumatized me.
No, like for real. Like they're having a conversation about what they're gonna do weekend.
They don't care what the teachers and the principal think.
So how do we fix it now? I tell you Freedom Day.
The schooling system.
Yeah. But then like I feel like some people it starts ka tlung man. Like how na ngwana tswang fela ba decide okay ke tlo ba stoutu ke tlo tella ma teacher ke tlo etsa because obviously with things like being rebellious at school o ka thola hore ha thola attention ka tlung so o batla eventually okay if I do this they're gonna call my parents and then finally they'll pay attention to me. You know what you get what I'm saying. So sometimes you need to look at the situation at home for now. Okay, and then there's those people. Oh, like just to impress his friends or whatever.
Fake friends.
Exactly.
Yeah. But do you guys talk as friends about situations? Are those kids vocal to you guys as peers?
Now I think I'm just a very observant person. Like like there are certain people that you can see for man. There's something wrong.
But hold on, I think we should also look at what are the rules. Remember back in our day, corporal punishment. In school. And then at some point the laws changed and it became illegal.
Punishment is illegal.
Yeah, it became illegal, do you get? So we should also look into the laws of what are they contributing to these kids getting worse, because I kind of like disagree with what she's saying. Yes, she's right about the home situation as well, but I also feel that when you get to high school, it's supposed to be controlled, that home situation. The teachers are supposed to pick up and supposed to manage that. But it sounds like management.
But what you said earlier. Think about about what you said earlier, Laila, because now, back then we had teachers who actually used to pay attention
Yes.
to kids.
You are born.
Number one. Number two, the classrooms were a bit smaller.
Smaller, exactly.
Nowadays, the classrooms are bigger, and it's difficult for teachers to actually control some of the kids.
Yeah.
Then it comes back to issue ya gore teacher o tla sheba ngwana ba re, but ha lona were you taught manners and all that? Because we as parents also, we play a huge role. Because there was a time I was having a discussion with one of the parents about yo, I love the way your kids are, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm like, I do what I made them my friends.
Yes.
They need to be honest
and
with me.
you also raising them the way you also want to be raised as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I remember my dad once said to me, Ari, I love the way he loves the way that we are bringing
Raising
up
your
our
children,
kids,
yes.
because it's completely different from
what they did. Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
My dad was strict.
Yes. Yes.
I'm still strict.
Don't forget that. He also did what his circumstances gave him as well.
Yeah. My dad hopefully was a teacher before he became a priest. So
Yeah,
so then now I was like, I still got my strict things. Like, there's a way ke khalemelang tshepi ka yona, compared to I've seen how other parents would do it, of which I don't agree to. Now I would rather have.
It's also you respecting her boundaries as well.
Hey.
Respecting her as your daughter.
If
because
I'm not,
a lot of parents don't do that.
Hey, if I'm not comfortable about something, I tell her I'm not comfortable with you saying 1, 2, 3. Ke be ke mo kwatele, ke be ke thola. Aba kgutla.
Silent treatment.
Sorry, dad. You know, Lena, if she's not happy about me, she'll come to me and say, I'm not happy about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I need to give her respect and actually say, okay. And then the other day I was watching a movie, let's say, upstairs. Refresh. Okay, let's talk about it. Yeah, it's another topic for another day. These kids, but no, another fit. As parents, I'm gonna give you a tip. Learn to listen to your kids and learn to digest what they are saying. Because you know, you need to come back and correct them, not to offend them, but do it in such a way. She's like, you see, being a parent, I'm like, oh, I didn't know. But anyway, Tepila, another issue. You spoke about being exposed to certain things, and you have friends that are exposed, because I've actually checked amongst your friends when you guys completely different. Like you guys are different. You know, there's certain friends that I like, Tsahae, and she'll be like, I did.
Oh, call her to order very quickly.
You know?
Yes.
And I'm like, what's wrong with her? I'm like, no, I can't expose my number. But that actually got me to pay attention. And then there were friends that I'm actually looking at, knowing the way you understand? And then I asked myself, but which part did we miss? Because you guys are so different. Today you'll be telling me about, and you spoke about being exposed, and most girls and boys your age, they get exposed to substances, they get exposed to so much that we don't even.
Alcohol parties, like it's endless.
Parents don't know how to talk about it, because our parents, they didn't know how to talk to us about alcohol and sex.
Yep.
They're like, don't do it.
Issue. Yeah.
It was a taboo issue. Lala bitswa ka dictionary thick kana. Like, you understand? Today I can talk to you about sex. I can talk to you about alcohol. I can talk to you about basically anything. People will tell me, no, she's still young, and now I feel you matured enough to actually have these conversations. And I am too, because I'm not worried.
Because you trust her.
We managed to build that trust between the two of us. You know, I even call them be careful, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Your friends that don't have this type of conversation with their parents, what do they go through when you guys are having these conversations? Because what la jutana ke? Why is it that you're not dating older boys, but one of
friends are.
your friends are into that?
I feel like, okay, one thing that I've noticed, not personally, girls who go for older guys and all of that, there's usually a problem with their dad. Like it's either husband that why, kabon that why hamu fe attention, something. But it usually has to do with daddy issues, like seeker validation from gents because
She's not
that
giving
why
you. So
yeah.
I'm giving you that.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So
I gotta give myself props, dog.
you know, girls that do that, you don't just wake up, man, and decide for okay.
So there's always something that's
there's always
pushing them.
I'm not
There's
saying
always
it's,
a root cause.
yeah, I'm not saying it's always about their dad, but not from what I've noticed most of the time. Okay, because that why it's also.
Father figure.
Important.
Yeah. Because obviously not everything that
But I know quite something like that.
not everything that your mom gives you, you can also get from your dad or vice versa.
There's
You need
something
to
that
get-
every parent plays a role.
Yeah.
you need to get a little bit of
Balance.
both. So if Olega one of the two, there's gonna be
Yeah,
a problem
you just
somewhere.
reminded me of one of your old friends who actually used to.
Lean to you
Yeah.
as the
Yeah.
Yeah, Lady Ward.
Yeah, no, because it's quite a sensitive issue.
I understand.
Because what she's saying, it's actually I picked it up. She was like, "Oh, I like the way that was happy, you know," and they warm up because of this
Because she wants
relationship.
it. Yeah, no, but Laila
And
for
it's
herself.
not
Yeah.
shame, man.
That's the sad life.
Money.
Okay.
Money.
You guys are always asking for money. What do you guys do with money? Is it freedom also?
No.
Yes.
No, like life is expensive and like obviously how I am molong.
You need to blend in. with
100
the other
rand
children.
be enough. Like okay, for na personally ne.
100
I can
rand is
go
not
out.
enough.
No, listen.
Shabas Malasa now.
Not personally ne, because of the way I just am. I can go to the mall with 100 rand. Like
I've noticed.
everyone is enough for me because I know hore
What you gonna use it for?
kapo like for example ne ngwana nka se tlo wena no a tlo bolela hore o ya molong ka 400 rand o tlo etsang ka wa nga understand nama like yes maybe some children batswadi ba bone like oh tshwara what ne but I feel like if you understand hore ha o hloke tšhelete ngata jwalo like ha o ka di bala hantle for mara ke tlo etsang ka 400 you won't ask your parents for that much money because now I know when I go to the mall I'm just gonna buy food. Dijo ha e tlo ba 400. Like, unless if obviously I'm going to the movies. Obviously, the price yes, that's understandable. Kaporia to the arcade or something. But if you're just gonna get food and you're gonna hang out and you're not gonna do that much, always 400.
But where do you guys get money to buy these things? Like, besides parents, all of us. Like, my concern is that these kids always have money.
Where are you getting that money? That's what he's asking, basically. Y'all have access. So where is it coming from? Ka-ching, ka-ching. Ching.
Now I know when you broke.
Toom.
Well, obviously, not everyone is the same. So, like, maybe sugar daddy. I don't know, Mara. There are a lot of teenagers that are doing forex right now, forex trading.
Is it?
Yeah,
I've heard that, by
they
the
get
way.
money from that.
Wow.
Some teenagers have jobs. Maybe one actor, they are radio presenter. Like you know, yeah.
I'm quite impressed with that because I've heard what she's saying is actually. I know one of your friends has got a job. She's a radio presenter and she earns. And then I've heard of teenagers that are actually doing these forex and on trading, trying to make some money. As much as forex is a scam, but it's nice to see youngsters doing something to generate an income for themselves, apart from sugar daddies and sugar mummies.
But then sometimes, like me, for example, like how much
You know how to save it.
Yeah.
That's good.
So it's not always hurry. you
Go and
have
blow it. Because that's what he assumes you guys do.
Not really. Nake bona ka. I've been doing good, my friend. Silently.
Viva, hallelujah. Ha ha!
But I'm more concerned about the level of internet exposure and the dangers that these young ones are actually exposed to. Because you must remember, right now, Tepi is another generation compared to these 5-year-olds that are just here. They're here. They know how to maneuver YouTube. They know how to maneuver the internet. You might find an 18-year-old being exposed to even worse things than. How do we... Oh, guys, I don't know.
It's the future.
I just became speechless for 2 seconds.
No, it's the future. That's the direction of the future.
So way forward, in terms of you and your school, what do you want to see? For you, for us to better... Okay, me and Laila wants to help you guys.
okay.
How can we help you?
How can we help to
Basically.
better the system
Yeah.
within your school, within your friends, within your other schoolmates? How do we make it better for them not to go to the smokers?
Okay, first of all, before I say anything, school has no change. Like,
Let's have that.
no, listen to what I'm saying. No, like, brepna, it won't change. Like, ke life is all. But then, I feel like we can make it slightly better by adding events. Or body fun day, athletics, you know, we celebrate Halloween just for a change, just to add some. I don't like it. At the end of the day, we're having fun. No, honestly.
So you basically you want another kind of little.
And you remember that atmosphere, that feel
No, I
good,
do,
when we
Shem.
would have socials and activities and events.
And other schools
I miss that
still
spirit.
do have social.
Oh,
That's
Unisi.
amazing, guys.
But Unisi, they have like inter-high where
Yeah, they do. No, they have multitude.
they swim against each other, they play
They have
sports against
Valentine's
each other.
balls, they have, like,
Wauka.
the
Wonder
list
we
is
don't have
endless.
anything.
But that's money. But anyway.
Mare, no, listen to what I'm saying, ne. Shapo, it's money, ne. Mare, the last thing Brepna will tell you is that it's broke. Rana le bana ba bangata ho feta so many schools. Like there's like 10 classes per grade.
Okay.
St. Michael's, there's 2 classes per grade. Habana tjhelete jwang? And then hostel on top of their day. And then kadi civis day you patala what 5 rand. Like there are so many forms of income. Brep now no habana tjhelete.
So they must
There
just
is
do the
no way.
calculations.
Teacher President there.
Listen to what I'm saying there.
Yeah.
There's 10 classes.
Tell Lala. She's gonna don't tell me. Tell Lala.
There's 10
She's the spokesperson.
classes. 10 classes per grade, ne. And there's like 35 in each class, ne.
Per class, okay?
Grade 8 to 12.
Sure.
You listen to what I'm saying.
Sure.
And then hostel ke boma. What 40K? I don't know.
Somebody take out a
ne.
calculator.
Hostel is expensive. Sometimes
40K per what? Per term, per year?
per year.
Per year.
Ne.
Okay.
Hostel is expensive and a hotel. Like how can I know how na space
How
hostel?
many people does the hostel take? Roughly?
I'm not sure, but there's a lot of children there.
Okay.
So nka bana ba school and then ba hostel, and obviously ba hostel ha ba patele hostel ba patala le school fees akere. So imagine how much money they make in a year. Brepna iliwane fela from all those children.
Yo.
I'm sure they are making it, or somebody's not taking. I think I'll collect that right somewhere.
Okay, let's do the calculations. Ne? 1,000 rand a school fee per month. That's if all the parents pay at one go.
But how many?
Mare even if no,
No, not all parents.
even if all the parents don't pay, ne, mare re bangata. Like there is so many of us. So still, they still get a lot of children, a lot of money.
There's over 1,300 at that school.
Hectic.
That's 1.3
Yes.
a million. That's over $1 million
Hectic.
per month.
Per
Why
month.
you can talk
Sharp.
about-
Schools has got overhead. It's a Section 21 school, which means government is paying majority of the teachers, the principal, and the what. School will pay certain teachers and certain what.
But they're still making.
Now they've got a
1.3.
bus system also that they are running themselves.
Yes, and they're
Bus
making money
ticket.
from that as well.
Utlwa ke reng, bus ticket ke like
Bus ticket, guys.
Mrs. Robertson, you must remember it's your kids that you're teaching, and now we are paying school fees, and I'm happy that our kids are very smart. So now they're starting to add up your numbers. So you need to start giving the kids what they want.
Oh, how the rolls 360-degree change.
bus ticket ke like 2.7 per
2.7.
term. Ne. So
2.7.
bana
And
ba
that's 1.3.
I'm gonna say roughly 300 kids.
Ah,
That's
it's a
800.
1.3.
so they make about 12 million a year if we are being ne
Profit.
and plus hostel plus bus.
Literally.
Baba ga bana tšhelete. Jwang.
I didn't brief her, by the way. I didn't. We didn't even have a brief. I just said you come into the unsaid. This
Yeah,
is
she
what-
refused to talk to me as well. She's like, no, we'll talk on the show. I'm like, hey, but okay.
So basically, you heard it. There you have it. If we're paying, let's say roughly, let's say half the students, let's say half 1350 divided by 2, that's 600 times 1,000. Yeah, 1,000 times 675. That's 600,000 that comes in. Let's say half the parents pay according.
They're still making
And there's
bank.
still those
Exactly.
there's still those parents who still pay ahead.
Yes.
Wow.
In
Full
advance,
amount.
Yeah.
You understand? So that's why I'm saying even the school, also the school has a subsidy from the Department of Education that they're getting. It's either
So
yearly
technically,
or...
it should be a very prestigious school.
So Linda, I don't
Exactly my
understand why.
Hakuna swimming pool, hakuna sports, hakuna
Le-
extracurricular
we
activities,
have-
hakuna sports day. Like, it's already nerves.
Let's go back. It's quite simple.
Oh, kupa utawa thing. So, okay, not this episode, sorry.
Yeah, you are drinking. Yeah, wait. Quickly sponsor, I hope. Yo. So basically, Laila, this is what I'm gonna say to you. Schools like Grey College and UNICEF, they are Section 21 schools, public schools. Similar numbers in terms of students. Why can't Section 21 schools, all of them, adopt from those systems, actually have those activities and have those things to cater for these kids?
Okay, here's another issue that
True.
yeah. So bana ba prep nane. Bana ba prep na ba hloleha. Like bana ba
We are
like okay.
Bretnerians,
Okay,
look.
listen to what I'm saying. Ne. No, I have a reason behind what I'm saying. Listen.
Okay.
So last year we had a fun day, right?
Okay.
And
They
that was the only thing that we had.
Oh my
Just by
gosh,
the way.
They
ne.
destroyed it.
We had a fun day, and that was the first time
here
Brepna
comes the
had a
tragedy.
fun day after I don't know how many years.
COVID.
Decades.
I don't like COVID.
Okay.
There was a reason why fun day at Brepna stopped. Why? Because there were children having sex at school.
Ah!
Wait, I knew it.
Wa utlwa mara ntho e ke bua?
I knew it.
So bana ba Brepna le bona,
Ba
they are
hloleha.
also part of the reason why we don't get
Have
these nice
these
things.
activities.
Because ba tseba hore ka di fun day le di what
Ba lo
ba
destroy.
tlwaetse exactly. Ba
And ba
tlwaetsa ntho tse
senyeletsa
ba-
bang? Bana
All
ba
they-
hantle.
Senyeletsa
Exactly.
everybody else.
ntho e ntse ke bua, we're not all like that. Sometimes they sneak alcohol into the school. O bone motho a itshetse ka botlolong ya, ha ke
So how
tsebe ya
can we
eng.
eradicate that problem? Because we come and then we're gonna have that problem.
No, we need to come together as parents also.
E seng like recently we got searched. Akere we usually get searched like every term. Like they don't even tell us obviously.
Random searches.
Yeah,
Sure.
random search. And still that day they were smoking. Jwang.
I can say,
Jwang.
you guys.
They still somehow found a way to get weed into the school, to get
Even
whatever.
on search day.
Exactly.
Guys,
Jwang.
prison got nothing on these kids, guys. They
Prison
would
break.
thrive in prison.
So le bana ba Brepna, they also contribute to us not having nice things. Wa bona.
Yeah. Sure.
So rona ba seng jwalo,
We are stuck in a
re sono
conundrum, eh?
because
So basically, the freedom that they are being given, they are abusing it.
Yes.
that's why ke re principal le tshwantse e be motho a strict.
So you want the principal to put her foot down.
Because our deputy principal is more strict than the actual principal. Jwang.
Who's the deputy principal?
Ms. Lake. Jwang.
I didn't know.
Ke deputy mare.
Now I know.
O strict ho feta.
Ke mathata mos.
E make sense jwang too.
My friend, are you ready to have that conversation at schools?
Shuna.
Ms. Lake ha hlaya wa mathuwa. Mara principal. Mara principal le hlaya like
They
ba
chill.
ema like ba mo sheba. Jwang. How?
Can I get a yellow man like?
Man, Mr. Jones and Mr. Taylor.
Yeah, but they used to terrify them.
Mr. Taylor now so guys.
Mr. Jones
No,
like
no.
writing out 200
I think Baba
what
Krele Mr. Taylor sa tsofetse.
Yeah, shame, he was old.
Mr. Jones.
Hi, Mr. Taylor, guys. Yo, guys.
Mr. Jones on a order. Because if you go to Brepno Primary now,
Honale.
there is a huge difference compared to the primary and the high school. Why? Just why? Because this school is
And I cannot primary. Yeah.
like there was so much order. More was able I call it like
No.
exactly
Yes,
my point.
Imagine.
Even in terms of the way we wore our uniform, Brepno Primary
was
has so
etiquette.
much order.
Yes,
Exactly.
yeah.
Like we knew for okay, Kasama, you're not allowed to wear tracksuit.
Yeah.
You have to wear your full
Come on,
uniform.
but
Brepna, Fandaga,
Wala
one
le Air
o
Force.
apere tracksuit, one o apere skirt, one o apere slege, one o apere jacket ya Nike.
yes, is out of kill the fashion.
One o kentse lebanta la Gucci, one o entse one o kentse zipi borukgweng. Go like it's just
Oh, your fashion line. Wow.
nkare ha re apply ho thwe we don't care what you wear, just come to school. Because like
So basically, my angel, what you're saying to me is that when youngsters are being given too much freedom and there's no order in the system, chaos is
it
about to
leads to
happen.
that.
Yes.
Which is also the same ka tlung, man, not just schoolong. If batswadi ba hao ba offer so much freedom to the point where ha ba tsebe ho kgalmela o tlo hosa as ngwana, you
So
know.
parents also, it actually it starts katu.
Exactly. For example, when I'm mama, you guys give us freedom, but we know,
Your limit.
we know for okay certain things.
Tell me something, Tepi. If you were to have a platform and you were to have an opportunity to leave the school, do you think your parents are not doing enough to get you to a better school?
I only started complaining recently. That's the thing.
Okay.
Ne? But I'm not complaining to the point where I'm like, yo, because I can handle it.
Okay.
It's not nice, but I'm
You
not
want
gonna
some change.
Yeah, it's not nice, but I can handle it, man. Like there are definitely certain times where I'm like, hell, man. But then most of the time it's not.
Do you think there's a better school that you could go to in the city? According to your assumption from your peers, from your friends, from your, let me call it your research. Do you think there is?
I think
You don't have to mention the school, but do you think there is?
yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
Okay.
I'm not too sure, but
Why do you think, though, from your research, what did you gather?
like the school is very like okay, I have a few friends from that specific school.
Oh, okay.
But not only because of that, because I've seen how they are as
Okay.
a schoolman, and I think I can fit in with them.
Oh,
yeah.
sharp. Okay.
And the school has order, but they also have their times of having fun. Yeah, man.
And they have extracurricular activities, and they
Exactly.
don't want to take advantage and have sex in bathrooms.
Exactly.
You know Hector Peterson? You don't know Hector Peterson? Have
Do you
I
think
talked to you
it's-
about Hector Peterson?
Do you think it's important for you to know Hector Peterson? Of course, you don't know who Hector Peterson is, so why would you
don't
answer
know
that?
him,
Never
so-
mind.
You know Jan van Riebeck? Do you think the knowledge you have about Jan van Riebeck is important? Do you want to learn about Jan van Riebeck?
No, I do not because like I keep saying, man, I feel like they teach us about
Sure, that facial expression says it all.
like they teach us about
Yeah.
for example, how can I history book ya gona no? Ba tlo bolela go yo kana ke mang?
Jan van Riebeck.
Hitler o na kenya di pipe ka bathong wa bona mang o netsa, and then, like we don't care.
So they teach you about...
Teach us about what's going
You see
on.
why I'm
Yeah.
saying they are bored?
You get what I'm saying? Like for example, let's go on sa how na art as a subject. What if ke batla go draw for a living, you know? What if I don't
That's
wanna
like they don't
okay,
care.
but what if I don't wanna solve for X? What if I just wanna draw
How's
and
Afrikaans
paint
class?
and
You feel like Shabuaga in Afrikaans class.
yeah, Afrikaans teachers are always yeah.
Mrs. Kotsi
So do you guys, you don't pay attention to history because you find it boring?
No, we like not that I'm speaking for myself.
Yeah, no.
There are definitely people who find
Who
it
enjoy it.
interesting and all. Mara, I'm just saying, why
What's the point?
why are you teaching us about the history of Germany, kapo World War II in so
Give us skills to equip us to manage
Exactly.
life. The skills we're getting, they're not, they're useless.
exactly my
So
point.
basically, wait, in your history book, isn't there enough content about South African history?
Not a lot. Most of
mostly
the
about
history,
world history.
yeah, it's mostly about World War II.
Okay, nothing has changed, my friend.
Mangonetsang, wabo. Yeah.
I said so.
There's only a small section of South Africa, but most of it consists
About
of
Kimberley,
other
ne?
countries.
The diamonds, you don't know. You can't wait to drop that subject.
Our school system is a mess. It's a disaster.
I think it's time we have a conversation with the minister and the MECs of education. When we start that tour, we need to have a conversation about these things.
And the thing is, with my school, like the teaching system is fine. Like, Linda, when we get taught,
Rate them
in
not to 10.
like
The teaching system.
8.5. Like it's a good school, ne? Like bona like bashapo. It's just the environment and
How they're managing it.
Yeah.
If they're mismanaging it.
Do you
like,
think your teachers are actually ignoring social issues when it comes?
like the way the children act.
Yeah. But they born.
No, they are not, ne?
They put in an effort.
They try to put an end to it.
Yeah.
Mare
but it's the problem
bana ba mo like
authority. No, if you don't have support from the top, you're screwed basically as a teacher, and that's the problem.
but then another thing is bana ba mo ba sile ekare they were all born from one mother, man. Like bana ba mo man.
Don't you
There's
think?
only a few ba o ka reng okay o na wa mmona man
Right.
wa bona ha o ka mo kgalmela o tlo mamela ba bang yo
So no order at all.
like ba tshwana like kore
Ke batho tao.
mamel ke bana ba brepna kore ha o ka thwa bana ba brepna ha isa lo generalize bana ba mo ba jwalo like you know in some schools how ka thwa bana ba unisipesa metsa o tla re no man stop generalizing wa bona they're not all like that mo yo
You know, ke pepere, ne? And Lala recently decided to become pepere wes, but in a more constructive way. I don't know how I'm trying to be like her in a more constructive. There's so many irregularities that I'm seeing in the system that I want to voice my opinion. And every time when I want to do that, I'm being told.
yeah
And Lena's guy can feel oppressed. You understand? And I love the way Laila nowadays she's getting me into that, and I'm trying to hold back. And one of these days I'm gonna explode, man.
We are all exploding.
And you just exploded about your school.
Yeah. We are literally fed up. Guys, this thing is exhausting. Hey,
I'm gonna tell you one thing. We're about to wrap up. We left with 3 minutes.
we don't have time anymore.
Yeah. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna start a school tour with in the next term, and your school is one of the schools that we come into. I know. I'm prepping you,
Wish us luck.
and we're gonna have a conversation with your friends and your principal, and we wanna hear all these issues. As much as we wanna be telling these untold stories, we also look for solutions.
Yeah.
So hopefully, when you come to your school, we'll get a solution.
okay one last thing ne I feel like what also contributes to the school not having order ne is that like I feel like for example my teacher principal like the people who are in charge of the school ne they don't really care about us because they when there's an issue at a school ne for okay your school they smoke a lot, there's a problem with what it usually gets to the news mara also go to the school is so you get what I'm saying. So I think bona ke ntwana no do whatever you want ha fela isa fit to the public cause ntho tse tselang brepna le di utlwa ka rona ba kena mo not from them. You will never hear them say hey we have a smoke issue at school. You will hear it from bana ba kenang moo. Ha ba batle
Lenience.
ntho tse etsahalang moo
I don't even think
defeated
it's
to the
control
public.
anymore. I think people are just blasé and fed up and don't give a damn. Hence, I was asking what other schools. You might find this serious problem in other schools.
No,
It's a serious problem, society worldwide, all over.
it's just that, you know what, it's based on what Tsepi just said now. Other schools, they know how to control it better. I mean, like, there's top schools here in Bloem that have
The same
programs.
problem. That's what I'm saying.
Substance abuse.
Yes.
I remember I was talking to one of the parents, one
It's
of my
become a
friends.
norm.
He's
Yeah.
part of the SGB, and he was literally telling me about issues.
Yeah.
And remember that
Another
story we
major
had
school.
about that bullying, the very same
Yes.
school,
Yes.
whereby there's substance abuse, there's even
That's
worse.
It's
there's
become
worse.
a norm. It's become a norm.
It's just that they know how to hide it. Brenda, I think it's lucky because nobody gets to speak about them.
No. You're not understanding what I'm saying. I'm saying it's become a norm in a majority of South African schools. That's what I'm saying. To such an extent that any newscaster can literally go into any school and just get it easily. That's how normal it has become, that nobody gives a damn anymore to expose it or to just talk about it because it has become a norm
Okay.
in schools. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we are in trouble.
Ladies and
Serious
gentlemen,
trouble.
from today onwards, I'm going to stop oppressing myself because it's freedom. I'm going to start.
Yay!
Right?
Cheers to the freaking weekend. We don't have alcohol because it's June 16 and we
today
have minus in
it's a minor
studio. So
situation, and
shout out to
it's
our
a family show
sponsor,
today.
Siriti. Yeah.
And thanks, shout out to Premier Hotel, and shout out to the crew, and
Yeah.
thank you for
Rock La
everyone.
Hood.
Thank you, Tepi, for availing yourself
Kubo.
and for voicing your opinion. And I know when shame, your friends are gonna see this, and they know you're always vocal about everything that you say. And Pastor, we must prepare a show on religion. I got that inbox.
That day.
Yeah,
That day.
I don't know how we're gonna do this one. I got a very interesting inbox that I'll share in the group soon. It talks about religion. So without saying much, but I'm looking forward to next week's show.
Episode because you are not going
No. I need you on that one because
the whole world is gonna hate me after that episode.
no, both of us. Because now there's no good or bad. I think we must bring in Pastor on that one, but I think we're gonna chow his head. So without wasting time, Tapelo, Rock La Hood. People, as much as you subscribe to the Unset, also check out Rock La Hood, our channel,
Please.
sister channel.
Yes.
And you also catch the episode on Rock La Hood, ne?
Yes.
Yeah, the same. So you catch it on the Unset and Rock La Hood. And Kuno, make sure we upload our Mr. Yeah, except the titles are on.
Can we count down? We're cutting the show. We're
Thanks,
over time now. Please don't forget to
Thanks,
subscribe. The Unsaid. This is my best friend. This is Bestia. You're not traumatized. Tepe, you're not
I'm still
traumatized.
trying, actually. I'm digesting what she just said.
Dude. Yeah, no, she served us. She served
Yeah.
us. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bye.
Yeah, no.